What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got kind of a different video today, but I find it pretty interesting, so hopefully this is helpful to you. What I wanted to do is a video on my electric toothbrush. I have the Oral-B Braun round head. I can't remember the model of this, but here's how it looks. And this is just a random off-brand head that fits, but it's the same, obviously the same style of design as the original. And what I'm going to go over today is how to disassemble and clean your toothbrush head. So what will happen is a lot of debris and water gets trapped in this head, and then it just sits and starts to grow bacteria and get really gross and fill up with junk. And the other way that this is supposed to function is there's drain holes here on the front and back. Those get plugged, and so then it can't drain like it should and stay dry and clean. So what we're going to do is disassemble this. One thing you'll notice when this starts to happen, for one thing, these holes will be plugged. But another thing is, while you're using it, it will drip water all over, and it's really annoying. It'll drip all over your shirt and down your chin and things like that. So that's what mine's doing. It's definitely time to pull it apart and clean it. So all there is to disassembling this is on the back side, there's a little tab right down in here that you can push in on. You're going to hold it upside down and push in and down, or up I guess in this case, with a pen is what I used. Just use a ballpoint pen, push on this, and you'll start to develop a little bit of a gap here that you can slowly start to get under and grab onto and pull this cap off like so. Now I'm going to put the flash on so you can see this a little better. This is going to be gross, I'm warning you. So once this cap comes off, you start to see the first signs of junk. And then all we're going to do is tap this to get there's a rod in here that runs from the power head up to the head of the toothbrush. If you tap this, it will fall out like so. There's a whole bunch more junk that we're going to clean off. And this is what you're putting in your mouth every day, or twice a day I should say. So we need to get this cleaned up. Then the last step, or the last part to disassemble, is the head. Right now it's trapped in there, but all you need to do is rotate this about 90 degrees and it will pull right out. And we can clean down in there with a Q-tip or a toothpick. So through a series of Q-tips, toothpicks, sometimes I'll use a pin. I've just got myself a little pin here to poke around and knock stuff free. We're going to get this cleaned up, and I'll show you the reassembly here in just a second. Okay, so for reassembly, we're first going to drop what we'll call the drive rod down in there, and what you're looking for is there's a little pin here, if I can get it to focus there, and that's going to go down towards the back of the toothbrush and slide up into a small hole down there. So let me see if I can do this while holding the camera. Drop it down in there, and you can see that small pin fell into the head of the toothbrush, and the larger portion is facing up, and that's going to lock in to this slot on the head. And then when it rotates, it goes like so and is driven like that. So next, we'll take the head, and you'll have to kind of rotate it to get it to lock down in there like so. I did about a 90-degree rotation once it lined up with the drive rod. And finally, you can slide the blue lock down in there, and the locking pin will face back to line up with the hole. We'll just kind of have to shake this around to get the drive arm to line up with the blue lock. There it goes. You'll know you have it if the head is free and not binding up on anything, but also not falling out. It should stay locked in. We'll just do a quick test here to make sure nothing binds up or looks funny. It slides easily onto the toothbrush. And there you go. So nice and clean, ready for another few months of use. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe as always, and we'll see you on the next video.